Hello everyone and welcome to the week of the 20th. Yeah, that's right. I actually remember the day. Not much going on this week. This week is pretty much going to be a repeat of last week, except it'll be my mom's birthday. So instead of it going to my dad, it'll go to my mom. Today was day 1 of office, round 2 for our new class. So I went in early again. I was actually the first one there to help get everybody situated, so I'm like dead exhausted right now. But yeah, pretty much everyone has been to the office now, so I am done going to the office early like that for another 7 weeks. So, because we have another class that just started today. But that consisted of most of my morning there. The other part of my morning was we were onboarding a new team member here. One of my good buddies, Douglas, who's actually in Columbus, got to see what we were like, and let's just say our onboarding was pretty great. Like, we're all excited to have him on the team, and we're gonna have so much fun together. So, yeah, so that was pretty cool. And the other part of my day was a leadership meeting today, and the reason why I bring that up is because we introduced a new interim lead for the contracting team, and that was Darren Smith. I know I talked about him previously, so I'm really excited for you, bud. I think this will be a great opportunity for you to prove, not just me, but for the entire nationwide, that you can handle the extra work. So, kudos to you, man. Good luck on your interim status, and I can't wait to see what you'll do within this next 6 months. But other than that, it's pretty much same old. I even took Friday off again. Probably will go to my grandmother's again so that I can take her to my mom's birthday party. And we also might hang out with Adam a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got here. I am exhausted, so honestly, I'm just gonna kick back and relax for the next hour or so, shower and go to bed. And otherwise, thank you for watching today. Join me for the rest of the week as we tackle this week of more meetings, because this week I'm really busy, but I know I'll get through it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later on in the week. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Song of the Week here. Alright, let's get right into it here. Let's see what our song is. Let's see. Okay, so this song almost finished when I was on the way home today, driving back. But this one is a classic of Where Is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. The Black Eyed Peas, one of the first artists I really got into when I was getting into music, so I'm glad I finally showed up. It only took 4 weeks, but yeah, I just kind of like this because it's not like your traditional pop song. Like, this is kind of like to raise awareness that there are like things going on in the world that, you know, aren't as pleasing to the eye as what it seems. So it just kind of shows that the Black Eyed Peas, like, even if this was just a promotional stunt or something, like, there is other things that are going on in the world and that we should be grateful. And I bet everyone can relate to that from the past year and a half here. So yeah, take a listen to it, throw it on your Spotify if you guys want to, and that's kind of what I've been listening to here. Tell me what you guys think about it down in the comments. But other than that, I will see you guys later on during the week for some more content. Hey there everyone, and welcome to this week's movie review. Again, it's not really a movie, I have a TV series that I want to go over. Kind of flexible on this kind of thing here. But yeah, last week I finished Invincible. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's not... It's kind of like a cliche movie with lots of memes and everything, but honestly, like, when I first saw the promo, I kind of wanted to watch it, but I didn't really have the Amazon Prime yet. So I waited, and then I finally got it, and I purchased it. When I say purchase, I meant like subscribe to it. So yeah, I watched through Invincible here. For those of you who don't know, it's a superhero movie who follows this young 17-year-old boy who has a father who has superpowers, and goes on a journey to find out the kind of hero inside him. But little does he know that even in his own neighborhood, that there was something going on that wasn't just quite right. So go ahead and look at it. There is a comic book based off of it. In fact, it's a longer comic book series than what is even shown. But there is even some. There was an announcement that said that there will be a season 2, so I'm excited for that. But let's focus on season 1 for now. I liked it for what it was. What was kind of cool is that it had like twists and turns even within the first like scene, and even like even though it's in a comic book, like I'm just going off the movie here, like if someone hasn't seen it before, like me, like I didn't even hear about this before the movie, the TV series. So like it kind of keeps you guessing here, but there's enough content in there to make you feel like, okay, we'll address this first and then we'll come back to that question. Unlike WandaVision, I'm just going to compare it since they're both superhero movies, where it kind of put in like that question there and just kind of left it there and didn't really get to it. Like there wasn't enough filler content. So I believe that Invincible covered that way better than WandaVision did. But yeah, and I love the characters there. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be like from a dad's perspective, but switching it to the son, I was a little bit skeptical at first. But as I started going through it, it's like, oh, that makes sense. But I love the character's personality and whatnot. It's unlike any other super movie. I do think that it's a little bit more gory than its own good. Like I feel like that they just went slap happy with it. Like yeah, I know. Like if you punch someone hard enough, you'll be bleeding. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm used to the Marvel movies. I just feel like they went over the top with it. But other than that, like I love the story. I like the heroes and villains and even anti-heroes and anti-villains and all that good stuff. Love the plot. I loved the art direction on there. That was pretty cool. I liked the art style and how they went about going there. So, I mean, it honestly, like I am gonna watch season 2 when it comes on. So, I mean, I would give it a watch yourself. They're about 50-minute episodes, and having you guessing right until the very end. So if you have the time for it, go for it. But that's kind of like my short thing here. I know it wasn't really too long of a review here, but that's all I really wanted to say about it, is just kind of talk about how I finished that series and what my final thoughts were. It's kind of hard to go into this one just because it has spoilers like all the way through. So yeah, I would just recommend giving it a watch yourself if you like superhero movies, a little bit more mature superhero movies, kind of like Deadpool and whatnot. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys throughout the rest of the week for some more content. Hey there everyone, and welcome to another video game special here. This week we are taking a look at Luigi's Mansion 3 because, well, not today. We're still one day off, unfortunately. It'll be October tomorrow, so we're going to kind of do like a mini special here where we kind of take a look at some more, I don't want to say scary games, but more of a horror kind of thing here. So this week, in my game library, we're taking a look at Luigi's Mansion 3. So I thought it'd be kind of cool, in accordance with the video game, to take a look at the top 5 haunted houses here. And this is all going to be based on Yelp. And then once we take a look at that, I'll give my few thoughts on the game. And we'll go from there here. So, disclaimer, I'm not really a big haunted house fan. So my opinion is indifferent. And I don't really do a whole lot of that kind of stuff, but figured you guys might like to see this. So the five places we're going to be looking at is the AZ Field of Screams, 13th Floor Haunted House, Fear Farm, AZ Ghost Tours, and then we were going to take a look at Zombie Wars, but unfortunately, based on Google, it says that they are permanently closed. So we're going to skip that. We're going to do Scarizona Scaregrounds instead. So taking a look at the top 4 and then number 6 here. So So I went ahead and pulled up all their websites here, and we're going to take a look at them. So let's start with number 1. The Arizona Field of Scream. Dare to enter haunted corn maze with new spine-chilling scenes every year. Don't be afraid to enter the cornfield that was planted over an old forgotten cemetery. Are the dead now seeking revenge on anyone trespassing their grounds? Do you dare to enter where the most horrifying dreams become reality? Don't let what happened to the others happen to you. So yeah, this looks actually kind of cool here. Let's take a look at the gallery here and see what they have in store for us here. Ooh, spoopy. Maybe. It'll probably be more spooky if they actually like load here. Okay, so looks kind of cool here. So if anybody's into this kind of like clowns kind of stuff, like, alrighty then. That actually kind of scared me, not gonna lie. Alright, cool. Actually, it freaked me out because I thought it was coming from outside, so that is why I don't do stuff like that. This just explains everything that happened before, so let's go back. And now that I'm actually expecting the audio, let's go to About. So they're in Glendale, in case anybody's wondering, for anybody who lives in Arizona. Arizona Field of Screams is located off Tullamachoff Farms. In addition to the haunted corn maze, Tullamachoff Farms also has a pumpkin patch where you can purchase your Halloween pumpkins. So cool, you can also do that too. And I really hate the audio for this, so because I'm trying to talk here. But yeah, that's the first. That's kind of like the first one. Let's take a look at the second one, which is 13th Floor. Like, this one is heavily advertised. I always hear it, especially on the radio. It's like 13th floor. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's this one. So let's take a look at this. Oh my god, it actually shows like all the different stuff that happens, like phobia, asylum, and doll maker, and bad blood. So that's kind of cool. These are kind of new attractions here. I'm not going to go in depth in here, just kind of seeing what they have here. The legend. Oh, this is exactly what you guys need to know. Come with us as we attempt to explain the legend of the 13th floor and introduce you to Phoenix's most horrifying haunted experience, the 13th floor. The levels of the multi-story building are frequently numbered sequentially from the basement, lobby, ground 1 or 1 upwards or occasionally downwards. In some countries, as it is here in the United States, the number 13 is considered unlucky, and building owners will sometimes purposely omit a floor number 13. Even building owners who are not themselves are superstitious realize that the desirability of the units on the 13th floor might be compromised because of the superstitious tenants. Commercial tenants who are worried about losing their superstitious customers. It's all about capitalism. Based on internal review of records, the Otis Elevator Company estimates an 85% of the buildings with their elevators do not have a named 13th floor. Why are skeptics so easily convinced that the majority would just rather avoid the 13th floor? What has happened in history to create such a stigma about the 13th floor? For whatever reasons there seems to be a multitude of stories about what happened on the 13th floor. Some documented, some not. It seems that it has become largely accepted to just leave this mystery alone, brush it under the rug, and don't talk about it. A good example is that some have just suggested that 13th floor in government buildings is not really missing, but actually contains top secret governmental departments, or generally that is more proof of something sinister or clandestine going on. It should be noted that to place a floor between those accessible from an elevator, it is not necessary to either take longer to travel between neighboring floors or accelerate, both of which would be noticed by the riders. It would also be more noticeable from the exterior, requiring either an extra row of windows or a conspicuous gap between rows. Thus, it would make much more sense to build a secret floor, such as the 13th floor, as a basement, making it easier to hide 13th floor's location in what appears to be a single-story buildings underground. We, the creators of 13th Floor Haunted House, have discovered locations right here in Phoenix, Arizona, constructed in the manner described above. Not sure of what all their past uses may have been, but it seems that the majority of these locations are currently inhabited by for the unfortunate and fortunate souls, living and dead, that have discovered their secret locations when seeking shelter from the environment or society. Various species of rats, snakes, and spiders have also taken residence here, living in secret by their own rules. This year, as the past and future, we will open these locations for you to tour. Step inside, take a ride, and travel through the 13th floor. Visit current occupants who call it their home, witness the oddities and strange occurrences that have created the legend of the 13th floor, and discover why it continues to be the world's greatest mystery. So they kind of put more of a backstory into this one, which is kind of cool. Alright, that took a while here, so we're just going to keep moving on just for the sake of time here. So now we are looking at Fear Farm. I know this one's was extremely popular when I was in high school talking about it. So to actually see it, looks like there's a haunted corn maze. They're reaping in the midway. Let's look at the about. It honestly has the same exact layout as the other website. So the 70s rest stop at the edge of town, untouched by time, has used by weary traveler tourist trap. Dead in winter, echoes of the golden age of riverboats float in the waterlogged woodwork on the glorious vessel. Nuketown, the spirit of Halloween. Wow, this one has a lot of stuff to it. So yeah, it looks like this is kind of like I don't want to say like a big town, like it's kind of like a big like carnival of just scary stuff here. So super neat. Let's take a look at the gallery here, since this one doesn't have like a big like backstory here. So this is kind of cool here. I like this photo. 13th. Wait. Oh, it's by the same company. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. Super cool. Let's see where this is at. So this one's also in Glendale. Looks like everything's in Glendale. So cool. That's kind of Fear Farm here. Ghost Stairs of Arizona. So this whole like is more like a tourist kind of thing. Not sure how it ended up on the list, but maybe there's just something about it that I don't know about. So they had Jerome, Old Bisbee, Tombstone, the town too tough to die, Tucson, Prescott, Globe. So this is the one that they mentioned, so I'll just kind of read this here. In 1910, by the time the Gilead Jail, County Jail, and Sheriff's Office in the Globe was completed, vigilant violence was more likely to claim the lives of inmates than the hangman's noose. In one case, an unknown assailant shot and killed a suspect awaiting trial by hiding in a second-floor window in the courthouse across the alley. Though closed in 1981, the old jail remains a haunting place. For one night only on October 30th, guides with Arizona Ghost Tours can take guests on 3-hour tours through the jail's sordid past and its history of famous inmates. The jail is one of the 4 locations tour guests can choose from, each hosting up to 12 people for 12 hours. I don't know if that has been affected by COVID-19. I don't even know when this was last updated, to be quite honest. Yeah, don't know. But this one's kind of cool. It's kind of more of like a history ghost tour almost. So there's that. And also check out these if you guys want to. All right, last one here. Scarizona Scaregrounds. This kind of looks like... Oh, it is kind of a different one. Yeah, it looks like they're affected by COVID-19. There's a slaughterhouse, Epic Fear, Startled Darkness, spiders, clowns, snakes. All new bonus experiences included. Sponsored by Circle K, Coca-Cola, and Taco Bell. Taco Bell for all your scary food needs. Can you guys tell I don't like Taco Bell? I'll probably get some flack for that, but whatever. 5 attractions, 1 location. So let's take a look at the attractions here. Oh, it's just basically what we said. COVID-19, the most scariest thing that happened here. So what does the calendar look like? Is this just kind of telling us when they're open? Oh, yeah, basically. Let's see what else they got here. I guess we can take a look at where it's at. So this one's in Mesa, so there's that. Just off the 202, it looks like. So, yeah, that's kind of what we have here. Thank you guys so much for watching that. Kind of my thoughts on the Luigi's Mansion 3 here. I really liked it as a game. I thought that the Luigi's Mansion series just builds upon each other on what everybody likes and just adds in more stuff that they like. So I definitely recommend giving the Luigi's Mansion series a try. It's very beautiful and everything. Has great sound effects, and it kind of gives us a break from Mario and it takes Luigi out for a ride. So there we have it. So this thing has gone on quite a while, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys for the rest of the week here. Hey there everyone, welcome back here. As you can see, I'm back at my grandmother's place here, just kind of taking care of her. Basically, we're doing the same thing as we did last week. It was my dad's birthday last week, now it's my mom's birthday. Well, her birthday's on Monday, so it'll be for next week. But, yeah, just kind of chilling out here. I went to go work out today, helped out my grandmother move all of her stuff back in, because she had her stuff moved out last week while I was here so that she can get the house checked for termites, because she's been seeing holes in her house and she, isn't exactly in the right state to have a termite problem, so she got rid of that. We just kind of went to a restaurant for dinner. We had a barbecue burger and all that, and we're just kind of settling in for tonight. Yeah, tomorrow we'll go over and visit my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy early birthday, I should say. We'll have a lot of fun tomorrow with cake and chicken marsala. Maybe some Wheel of Fortune game. But I'll definitely be cooking with my dad, too. So that's kind of the gist of what's going on this weekend. I'll see you guys later on the week for some more content. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the end of the week here. Yeah, so we finished up round 2 of the birthday bashes here. So last week we celebrated my dad's birthday, and this week we celebrated my mom's birthday, and it was really great. They both had a wonderful time and they enjoyed our company here, especially with the family. And my grandmother was very grateful for me picking her up and helping her out around the house a little bit, since she is not as mobile as she used to be. But other than that, that was it for that. Today I was able to hang out with Adam, Emma, and my folks. They've been talking about having dinner with my folks for a while now, and there was finally a chance to do it. So even though we just hung out yesterday, I had dinner with my folks today with my friends. And they got to bring Arlo, so Arlo got to meet Shiloh, and Shiloh was just not happy that her house was taken over by this little puppy. And Arlo tried to play with Shiloh a couple times, and Shiloh barked at him. So naughty Shiloh, very naughty. But yeah, it was actually kind of funny. We took them out on a walk, and since it was raining all day today, all the frogs were out up there, and Arlo was trying to get one, and he actually succeeded in getting one, and it was in his mouth, and we're just like, oh crap, because some frogs are poisonous. So although it was funny, we had to get it out. And then afterwards, he was like, oh, since I got one in my mouth, I should be able to get all of them in my mouth. So every time we see a frog, he would just go leaving. In fact, one time he actually flew in the air about 3 feet. So I was just like, oh boy. So that was cool. other than that, just kind of working on stuff here. I'm wrapping up some stuff for work for Rio Salado, and working on CBTs and more training material over at work. Well, I mean, there is a whole lot, but not a whole lot new stuff going on over there. So, honestly, this week is going to be more or less the same for work. This week I am trying to get into the gym with a buddy of mine. So I'm really hoping that'll work out. I'm going to have lunch with my mom tomorrow for her birthday because she really wanted it. And we're volunteering again, although I really have no idea what I'm going to do. Sometimes I just don't know. I just don't know what to do with him sometimes. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this week, and I will see you guys next week for some more vlogging. See you guys then.